Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about two brand new alter ego palettes. We have the Bloom palette and the Canyon palette, and these are dupes for the Love palette and the Bronze palette from Natasha Denona. I went ahead and used them together. So on one of my eyes I have Natasha Denona eyeshadows, and on another one of my eyes I have alter ego eyeshadows. Whenever I do these dupes videos, I always love to play this game. So go ahead and comment right now down in the comment section below which one you think is Natasha Denona or which one you think is alter ego. So this is what my eyes look like right here. Let me know if Natasha Denona is on the right or the left, or let me know if you think alter ego is on the right or the left. So just comment down below, say I think you have alter ego on your whatever, or I think you have Natasha Denona on your whatever. So go ahead and comment down below which one you think is which. If you guys are excited for the video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. My name is Patty and I have a ton of looks on these palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and link videos in the description box of this video where you'll be able to find looks that you can do with your Natasha Denona Bronze and Love palette or with your alter ego Bloom and Canyon palette. So make sure that you check those out. Also, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video because we have a giveaway and I'll be telling you how to enter. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I've had my face makeup on for like 4 hours now. I've been waiting for my palette to arrive so that I could film this video. So I cannot wait to dig in. I've done videos about Shop Alter Ego before and their palettes, and the palettes that they come up with are basically dupes of some very popular palettes. I think for the most part they've mainly duped Natasha Denona palettes. I remember also doing the dupe for the new nudes palette from Huda Beauty at one point as well, and they've come out with two new palettes. Now the great thing about alter ego is that their dupes are really spot on, like you are about to see with the swatches. I'm sure that the swatches are going to be very similar to the original palette. I would say the only downside I've seen so far to the alter ego formulation is that their eyeshadows don't last as long on the eyes. I've noticed that they tend to crease, but if you do a good eyeshadow base underneath your alter ego eyeshadow palette, you have nothing to worry about. So they have two new palettes that just launched on the 19th. This is the Alter Ego Blooms palette, and this one here is the Alter Ego Canyon palette. They also just launched a brush set, and it comes in this beautiful black faux leather bag with the rose gold detailing. And this is what it looks like right here. To be honest, they've sent me brushes before and I really didn't like them, but right out of the gate these look a lot softer and a lot better. I'm not sure about them because I've never tried them before, but they look better than the ones they've released before. They were kind enough to offer to send to me two of everything that they launched, so I have a giveaway for you guys. So stay tuned till the end of the video to learn how you can win both palettes, the brush set, and also an alter ego eye base, which I absolutely love. This eye base is really good. Let's start with the Alter Ego Canyon palette. This is what it looks like right over here. So as you can see, this one here is a dupe for Natasha Denona's Bronze palette, which, if you guys don't know, the Natasha Denona Bronze palette was one of my favorite launches of 2020, and I absolutely love the color story. Natasha Denona's Bronze palette retails for $65, and the Canyon palette from Alter Ego retails for only $16. This right here is the Blooms palette. I absolutely love the color of the outside of this one, and this is what the interior looks like. I believe this is a dupe for the Love palette from Natasha Denona. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those two from the back, and we'll start swatching the colors side by side to see how they compare. This Bloom palette from Alter Ego also retails for $16, and the Love palette by Natasha Denona retails for $65. Besides that, you can get an additional 10% off of your alter ego palettes by using the code PATTY10, I believe it is. Check the description box before, or I'll put it on the screen, but there's a code and you can get 10% off of your palettes, in addition to how incredibly cheap these palettes are. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed my Natasha Denona palette, and this is what the Bronze palette looks like next to the Alter Ego Canyon palette. So as you can see, you get the exact same color story. The shades are placed differently, they're named differently, but the colors are pretty similar. And here are the Bloom palette and the Love palette from Natasha Denona. As you can see, the color story is again the same one. I'm going to go ahead and do side-by-side swatches of all of the shades on both palettes, and I'll be right back to show you how they compare. Okay, here I am with my swatches. I have to twist my arm to show you for some reason. But the top row is Natasha Denona and the bottom row is Alter Ego. Let's start with the first color right over here, which this is slightly different. This is the color first from the Love palette, and this one here is the color Petal from Alter Ego. The Natasha Denona one is a little peachier and deeper. This one's a little bit more pale. The shimmers for the most part are exactly the same. So this one right over here is the color Lifetime, and this one here is the color Kala. Then from Natasha we have Heartbeat. Alter Ego we have Lush. As you can see, there's a difference in these colors as well. Lush is a bit more red, a little bit more light. Then from Natasha Denona we have the color Transparent, which is Lily from Alter Ego. Lily is a little bit peachier, but not much of a difference between those two. Then I made a mistake and went into the color Commitment from Natasha Denona, which is the color Black Dahlia from Alter Ego. This one I was pretty impressed by, but the Natasha Denona one is just a little bit deeper. From Natasha Denona, then I swatched the color Trust, which is the color Violet from Alter Ego. There is a difference between those two. This one also looks a little bit lighter. The red colors are pretty similar, although this one looks a little bit more vibrant. So this one here is Heart from Natasha Denona, and this one is Rose from Alter Ego. These I cannot tell the difference at all. This is Giving from Natasha, which is Petunia from Alter Ego. Then we have Pure Love from Natasha, which is Fuchsia from Alter Ego. And lastly, Blind from Natasha, which is Daisy from Alter Ego. And I could definitely tell the difference in these two right over here. The Natasha Denona Pewter Silver shade is a lot more impactful than the Alter Ego one. I'm back with swatches of the last row. So we have Soul from Natasha Denona, which is Snapdragon from Alter Ego. Then we have Passion from Natasha Denona, which is Hibiscus from Alter Ego. These two are pretty different. Hibiscus is not exactly the same as the color Passion, and this one had a lot more intensity right away. These two look different in the pan, but they look the same swatched. These are Intense and Azaela. Then we have the colors Valentine and Peony, which this one took me a little bit to build up to the same intensity. And then last but not least, we have Dream, and this one right here is Orchid. This Dream shade is one of those cream shades from Natasha Denona, and this one I had to like re-swatch it a bunch, and it still doesn't look as intense as it should. So this one is not super comparable to the shade that it's supposed to look like. I went ahead and did the whole Natasha Denona bronze palette versus the Canyon palette in one go. And these, I have to say, are a lot more similar to one another. I found a lot more differences in the Bloom palette. Maybe because the Bloom palette had some shades that were a little like tricky to make, but these, oh my god, are the same. So let's see. Once again, Natasha Denona is on the top. Alter Ego is on the bottom. And let's see, we have the color True Copper, which is Scorch. Then we have Suntan, which is Mule. Then I have Sundown, which is Desert Sun. Then I have Deep Dive, which is Expanse. Rhodium, which is Desert Moon. Magma, which is Russet. High Degree, which is Blaze. Then we have Alloy and Cliff. Ridge and Earth, True Bronze and Scorch, Glooming and Sear, Palladium and Rust, Bliss and Plateau, I don't know how to say that one, Silk and Cougar, and Beach and Rattlesnake. I think out of all of these, the ones that are the most different are Beach and Rattlesnake. This one's a little paler, a little more yellow, but everything else is spot on. Alright, that was a lot of swatching. Now let's get to actually making looks with this palette. Now I do have a 5 looks 1 palette with each the bronze palette and the Love palette from Natasha Denona. And I also have videos reviewing both of them in which I have a couple of extra looks. So I have at least 7 looks with each one of these palettes. If you guys are getting the Alter Ego palettes and you want inspiration on some looks to do, please make sure that you check those out. You just have to figure out which shade is which and you can create the same look. Therefore, I'm not going to sit here and do a bunch of looks with these because I've already done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all 4 palettes. I'm going to do the Natasha Denona palettes on this side. I'm going to do the Alter Ego palettes on this side, and I'll create a look combining the two. And so if you guess that Natasha Denona was on the left at the beginning of the video, then you are right. It is Natasha Denona on the left, Alter Ego on the right. And let's go ahead and create this look. I usually like to be fair and use the same brushes for both eyes, but I also wanted to try these new Alter Ego brushes in this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cleaning off my brush in between the palettes so that I can be as fair as possible. But I do want to try these new Alter Ego brushes. And so I'm going to start with this one right here. This is the number 5 brush from Alter Ego. And from the Love palette from Natasha Denona, I'm going to grab the color first. And I'm going to place it on the crease of my eye, just back and forth with that brush. If you've bought Alter Ego brushes before and you've been disappointed, I can already tell you that these are better because I tried their other brushes before and I really didn't like them too much. I'm not saying these are amazing because I don't know, but these are at least brushes that I can work with. The other ones I didn't like at all. Okay, I wiped off the brush, and from this palette, the color is Petal. So this is the Bloom palette on my right side. And I like to make them look the same, but this was one of those colors that didn't exactly match. I remember this one being a little paler than the Natasha Denona one, but that's okay because it's just like a little transition type of color. So I don't think it'll be a big deal if they're not exactly the same. From my bronze palette and the same brush, I'm going to use the color Sundown. And I'm going to continue to build the crease of my eye with it. You can see this one went on right away, full of pigment. And it looks really nice and it blends very easily. From my Canyon palette is the color Desert Sun. And so that's what's going on this eye right here. I went back a second time to build this one up a little bit because it wasn't like intense right away like the Natasha Denona one. I've gone back around 3 times just to build it up to be the same. And I just went back for a second dip on the Natasha Denona side after cleaning off my brush, just because this one now is looking a little more intense than this one. But now I feel like they are the closest they've been so far, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm switching to their smaller blending brush. This one is the number 7. And back to the Love palette, just because I want to use a fair amount of shades from both palettes, I'm going to grab the color Heartbeat right here. I'm hoping this will look okay. I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye and blending it into that crease color ever so slightly. Okay, so the brush kit is $26, and honestly for $26, they're not bad, but they are nowhere near my favorite brushes, which are $26 for one brush for the most part. My REPHR brushes are my favorite and they would do this a lot faster and easier. However, for the price, they're not bad. But I feel like as far as the brushes are concerned though, you get what you pay for. Like if you spend a little more on Morphe brushes, you'll also get a better quality. I'm not super impressed by these brushes, but they're better than the ones they came out with at first. Okay, I like that. That looks nice. The color Heartbeat in the Bloom palette is the color Lush. And I'm going to start to build it up on this outer corner here and into the crease, just like we did on the other eye. I'll have to say, I feel like this is not looking the same at all. Like I could definitely tell the difference a lot right now. Okay, so those are those 2 shades blended. Again, I feel like in this case I could definitely tell the difference, but let's keep going. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the color Transparent. And I switched to the number 11 brush in the Alter Ego palette. I'm blending it up towards the crease a little bit. From the Bloom palette, I'm grabbing the color Lily. Back to the bronze palette, I'm going to grab the color Silk with their number 9 brush. And Silk is going to be the color of my eyelid. From the Canyon palette, I believe it's the color Cougar right here. And so that's what I'm putting in the center of my right eye. I've had a lot more fallout on the alter ego side. You can easily fix that by doing your face makeup after your eye makeup, which is what I usually do, but I wanted to save time on recording this video. For my under eye, I wanted to use this angle brush, which is the number 10, and I'm going to get the color High Degree. And I'm just going to press it on underneath my lower lash line. From the Canyon palette, it's the color Blaze. And then with this same angle brush, I want to blend my under eyes out, so I'm going to grab the color Beach and just diffuse things under my eye. On the Canyon palette, it's the color Rattlesnake. And so of course I'll do the same thing over here. Just back and forth, blend it out. Okay, I had a lot more fallout on this side right here. You can see how like it looks a little dark underneath my eye. And this is the eye look side by side with all 4 palettes. I'm going to do a little eyeliner in my waterline. This is the Walk of No Shame eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. Alright, so now let me go ahead and do some mascara. I'm back. I have mascara on, and I also went ahead and fixed my lipstick, and so this right here is what it looks like. Natasha Denona on this side, Alter Ego on my right side. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I definitely think that I can tell the Natasha Denona side this time, just because things are just a little bit smoother, a little bit more intense on my left side. However, the Alter Ego eyeshadows performed really well for the cost. $65 versus $16. If you're someone who just cannot allow themselves to splurge on Natasha Denona and you want to get similar looks and have a similar palette, then shop Alter Ego is definitely the way to go, because it is a fraction of the price, only $16, and you get essentially the same palette with a few little differences here and there, but still I think it's absolutely worth it. And then you can use the code Patty10 and get your extra 10% off discount. I know that a lot of you wait for these palettes to come out so that you can create your Natasha Denona-esque looks. So this is definitely the time to get it. I think Alter Ego did a really wonderful job with these 2 dupes. The colors are very similar. If you're going to choose one between the 2, I would definitely go for the Canyon palette, because that one has the colors that are the most similar to the Natasha Denona. I definitely also prefer the bronze palette over the Love palette, so the Canyon palette would be the way to go for me. But then also they're so affordable that you might as well get them both. I would probably not do the brushes. I wasn't in love with them. I would rather you get Morphe brushes, or if you can save and splurge on REPHR brushes, 100% get REPHR brushes. Those are my absolute favorite and the ones that I usually go for. But I honestly didn't think that the Alter Ego brushes were that good. Again, they're good for the price because they're very affordable for a whole brush set. But I feel like there's better brushes out there that are still pretty affordable that will make the job a little bit easier for you to do. So yes, if you had been waiting for a dupe to purchase so you can get similar looks to these Natasha Denona palettes, then definitely go for the Shop Alter Ego ones. I think they make the best dupes for Natasha Denona. Besides the 2 palettes, if you are on the hunt for a really good eyeshadow base, the Alter Ego eyeshadow base is actually amazing. I really love it, and I use it not just with like Alter Ego palettes, but any other eyeshadow palettes. It is a really nice eyeshadow base. So yeah, as always, I'm going to go ahead and leave everything linked down below. The code for your 10% off is Patty10, which will also be listed down in the description box of this video, along with everything else I'm wearing on my face, from primer to foundation to concealer, etc. Everything is going to be linked down in the description box of this video. Now let's get to the giveaway rules. As you know, you're going to get both palettes, the brush set and the eyeshadow primer. And all you have to do is you have to be a subscriber here on YouTube. You have to be following me on my Instagram account at Patty C. Alonso. Follow me on Twitter at Patty C. Alonso, and then just let me know you are entering the giveaway, and you can do that by commenting under any of my Instagram pictures that you're entering the giveaway, or tweeting at me that you are entering the giveaway. The giveaway will be opened internationally, and I'll go ahead and announce the winner on February 1st so that I give you guys a couple of weeks so that you can enter. So again, be a subscriber, follow me on Instagram and or on Twitter, and then either tweet at me or comment under any of my Instagram pictures that you are entering the giveaway. And it's that simple. I'll go ahead and announce the winner on February 1st. Okay, I hope that you guys liked this video. Let me know down in the comment section if you guessed right, if you guessed that Natasha Denona was on my left or that Alter Ego was on my right. I always have so much fun with these videos in the comment section because I love seeing if you guys get it right or wrong. So make sure that you comment down below whether you did or not. If you guys like this video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. My name is Patty. I would love it if you join me. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!